little push start. Here we go. I remember something I was gonna do. It seemed to be way more rocky than I expected it to be. So I'm gonna change it. It's like way more bumpy. I got home and it was like almost unwatchable the last time I watched it. So I think I'll try this method instead. I was gonna get a helmet thing, but I didn't do it yet. So I'm gonna do this instead. Try this instead. I forgot. This is what I was going to do. A short ride home. Hold on. I'm getting there. Let's do this. Okay. That at least gives me a chance for the bike to warm up. Okay, I can see it's a little wonky, but it'll have to do. Maybe this will be better. Be more stable. Yeah, this seems better. Okay, so hey folks, it's Brian from Tokyo Record Style. I'm just wrapping up my day at work, and I don't really have a stressful job, and I like my job quite a lot, but I kind of keep my job and my YouTube separate. I work in a creative office. There's a lot of design that goes on in the office, and I work on a kind of sub-project of the team, and I've been there for 12 years, and it's a groovy place. I dig it. It has the ability, I'm moving around a lot for the gig. I mean, part of it requires me to be on my feet and be moving around and be meeting people and be out and about and putting things together and production and on location. But there's also a lot of planning that's involved, and it requires like sitting at my desk and replying to emails and catching up on obligations and questions and just getting everybody on the same page and managing a lot of moving parts. And when it's all day at the computer, it's like I just need to get out and go for a little bit of a ride, and so that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm just going to go for a short ride on my way home, and you can come with me. So I'm streaming from the Insta360 X5 camera, and what's kind of unique about it is that you can use your cursor or your mouse or your finger to scroll around and see any angle that you want. So if you see something that passes by and you want to look at it, you can turn the camera around and you can watch it any which way. I normally have the camera right here on the front of the bike, but it's just like, I don't think it does so well. The image stabilization does okay, but the motorcycle just is it vibrates too much to give you a really, really nice picture. And maybe this is slightly better, I don't know. Just want to like maybe go for a cruise down 246, that's the name of this road. Maybe drive around the Imperial Palace once and then go back home. Oh, what should I do here? That's a big intersection. I thought I was going to stop there and then halfway through it. Well, stream of consciousness, if anything, I've got really nothing to bring to the stream today per se. Not a lot of music talk. I did listen to some music today, and I tried to be ambitious and I tried to listen to things that I don't normally listen to, and it was sort of like changing the channel back in the old days, like when I used to like you know, watch TV and oh shit, the wrong lane. And like I didn't really land on anything good, although I did listen to Phoebe Bridges' new album maybe, and she's like totally off of my radar, and I was kind of like, wasn't that impressed with the first like 15 minutes of songs that I was listening to her. I don't even know if I've ever listened to her before. I don't think I have. I didn't know what she looked like. I didn't know anything about her. This is one of the pitfalls of living in another country, is that like I have to keep up if I want to know what, you know, what the song of the summer is. But so I don't really, you know, I don't watch, you know, there's zero American TV where, you know, in my life. There's probably not much TV in your life, but like there's zero in my life, and like literally zero. Any TV that I get is like YouTube. But by the time I'd listened to like 30 minutes, I started hearing more kind of Grandaddy. I started hearing like this folky electronic thing, which I was really digging on. Kind of this anti-folk thing. And for that, I thought it was, kind of got into it. But it was pretty luscious, a little bit too luscious for my taste, but whatever. And then, yeah, like I said, like I just shuffled through like, I don't know, the top artist of the day was rather boring. And I mean, it was actually properly like uninteresting. Whatever it was that I was listening to, like whatever was on the top page of Apple, Discover, whatever. I was rather disappointed. But maybe that's just me getting older, and I don't know. Anyway, I did listen to Rick Beato and what's his name, Professor of Rock's interview this morning, which was quite fun. I guess Professor of Rock invited Rick Beato out to Utah, or no, Idaho, where he lives. They had a nice chat. I kind of think both of them are kind of dorks, but Rick Beato's slightly less so. But I'm like, Professor of Rock is actually growing on me quite a lot as not a dork. He's a pretty cool guy, actually, I think. I like how he's unapologetic about what he likes, and I like how he's like just owns it, owns the top 40. And he said something today that kind of caught me off guard, and he was saying about how like top 40, what's interesting about top 40 is that it's genreless, essentially. It's like R&B, soul, rock, pop, it's everything all together. And I never really thought about it that way before. I never like thought about that like all the We Are the World characters sort of made up the top 40. You know, it was somewhat disparate parts. Speaking of YouTube, I kind of had a overdose, maybe? An overdose of YouTube. I think I made 3 videos in a row, and I meant to like schedule them out, and I meant to schedule them at like midnight, you know, and I somehow like I thought I was like scheduling them days apart, and somehow they ended up like all being published like on the same in the same 24 hours, which I did not intend to do. It was just a oversight. And I think I had to share it was very like unstrategic. And I had to share what little views they were garnering across 3 videos or whatever. And that wasn't particularly discouraging, but I just like, I owed over YouTube, I OT'd, overtubed, and I watched a lot, and I got distracted by a lot, and I had a summer holiday, and yeah, I did some stuff, and yeah, my family and I got out of town, but I kind of was a little bit of a YouTube potato, couch potato, and I watched a lot, and I listened to a lot, and I stayed up late, and I just kind of found myself like junk fooded out on it, and saw more like bad vibes, and I guess I'm really kind of sensitive to it. I don't think of myself as like I can't take it on the chin, because I'm married for 20 years and I have, 2 teenage kids. I mean, anything that they can dish out at me, it's like, 100 times rougher than some troll that I can just easily ignore on YouTube. But like when I see people hurt each other's feelings, like in this malicious way, like repeatedly, and just like absent, like total lack of empathy, I like lose faith in the world. I'm like, why would anybody, like why? What? I mean, Louis C.K. did this bit about the phone, and it was quite a long time ago. Louis C.K. he was on like maybe Conan, and he was saying about how like the phone is just like ruined everything. And this was like over 10 years ago. And he said something about how like the phone like removes, a degree of humanity from us. And he was saying something about how like when you bully somebody on the phone, it's easy to do because they're not standing right in front of you, because you can't see their like disappointed and hurt scowl. You can't see their body language. I mean, sometimes you're just leaving a message on their wall, on their locker, essentially. And it gives you a little, you know, sadistic kind of pleasure. Because you don't get to do that, you know, and it's somehow, I heard somebody talking about, okay, I'm jumping around here, but you ever have one of these thoughts that like just smashing a thing, like hurting something or somebody like really bad, like shattering something or somebody into 1,000 pieces, like a passing thought where you're just like, I could just, you know, push this person off the cliff or something, you know, some really, really dark thought. But it's a thought that I guess is not, it's normal. It's a normal thought that people have. And it's said that the reason that we do that is because it's somehow a way that we can imagine the worst possible scenario and avoid it. It somehow makes us safe to know that we're not experiencing the worst possible scenario. And I don't know, I just see like out on YouTube land, like these people who don't really know each other, but they kind of know each other. Just see that it's like, you know, the 4th grade all over again. And yeah, kind of like it discourages me. It makes me want to make something like more earnest and more sincere and like rise above something, and yet I know that that's not what sells. That's not what people want. That's not what, you know, we want to see blood, you know? We want to see, we have a morbid curiosity. We want to see, you know, each other be rotten to each other, I guess. I don't know if I'm very transfixed by this. Because I too, like, I can't look away sometimes. And I hate that I can't look away. But it doesn't, like, gratify me. It makes me sick to my stomach. Which I guess is some kind of, like, gratification. I'm not sure. So I've been in this mind frame where I'm just like, I'm working really hard all the time to like working towards videos and working towards the YouTube channel, and I'm thinking, oh, what can I do next? And what video can I do next? Even this video is kind of like, you know, part of that. But I kind of have thrown in the towel for like a week or 2 or 3 or an undetermined amount of time. I'm kind of just bored with I don't know, like the hype of grade school antics. I was thinking about like, what can you do that's really like unique and different? What would be something that would be really easy to do and that's not just getting up and talking about records, and also not just like going to some random, you know, record store or restaurant or some cool place. I actually, this weekend, or last weekend with my family, I went to JAXA. I went to like the NASA of Japan, JAXA. And it's this giant complex where they fucking put people into space. And there's all these people from NASA there, and I was so stoked. I was so happy. And I mean, I'm a space camper. And I had a telescope growing up, you know, stayed home every morning to watch the space shuttle take off every time it went up, and, you know, I got to meet astronauts, and, I mean, same as you guys, but I just was like, I was a little space kid, and so it was a very, very big thrill to go there, and after that, after an amazing day of hanging out, we got to eat in the cafeteria with all the people who worked there, and we had like some clearance, and it was properly cool. And Baraka P. Dub, who I think he's in town. Fuck, I gotta give him a call. He was there. And I was messaging him and being like, dude, we're here, we're at the place. I mean, I didn't go there for that. It was just like a totally random coincidence. And I was like, we're having lunch in the cafeteria, meet us. And then, like, he was in meetings all day. And I could have made a video about it, but I was kind of bitter. And after JAXA, we went to this Buddha, this like the great Buddha of Ibaraki, and it's this Buddha that's 3 times taller than the Statue of Liberty. This enormous, giant Buddha. It reminded me of the Oracle in Neverending Story. You know, when like Atreyu like has to cross and the like lasers shoot out of their eyes, you know? The sort of like sphinx-like things with the boobs and the like big angel wings. It was enormous. Like, it was crazy huge. It was really cool. And it would have been another amazing place to be like, yo, look where I am. There's a crazy Buddha. Look how huge this thing is. It's great. It's so fucking huge. And look how it was built, and there's an amazing photo gallery on the inside, and it's weird, and they have this crazy temple in there, and it's like, it's properly interesting. And then, you know, JAXA too, it was like, I could look at the rocket, look at the space shuttle, I could have done like all these videos, and I just was like, I don't want to waste my precious enjoyment on, I don't know, you know, it's just like on something that's in a space that's almost not worthy of it. I mean, I love a lot of you folks, and I mean, I really do, but I'm kind of down on the whole thing. I'm not like, you know, bitching about it. Just like, you know, talking my mind. I'll probably change my mind about it, but all these people who have been like canceled and trying to cancel others, and I I just find it like malicious. And I don't really have, like, life is not long enough to have maliciousness in your life. Not in my life, at least. Oh, so by the way, I don't know if this will work, but if you're watching and you're leaving comments, unfortunately I can't see them. Sorry to not mention that. It doesn't work that way on this app. You can leave them and I can see them later, but I can't engage with them right now. I can, however, see a pop-up notification if you send me a message on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram at Tokyo Record Style and you're watching and you want to send me a shout out, then I encourage you to do so, and it'll pop up as a notification on my phone here. You can maybe even see it. I don't know if this is the best angle of view. I can change it. Oh, you know what would be nice is one of those samosas. Maybe I'll go get one of those. I think I will, actually. I'm gonna go get one of those samosas. That sounds amazing, actually. I should go get one of those. I'm not hungry. I gotta go find the place, so I have no idea where it is. It's gonna be a little tricky to find. Which street is it? It's this way, actually. How should we go? Shit, I hope they're open. Oh, they're open. I got Maybe right here. What do you think? Do you think how do you feel about the camera angle? I wonder if it's not that you're looking at my face, but I wonder if it's appealing to see the person who's narrating the video. I wonder if it's interesting to see their face from time to time and not just the back of their head the whole time. It's like the G-Wagon. This is what I'm getting at. It's like there's too many of them. The Porsche, the 911. It's just it's lost its luster for me. I haven't even been around that long. Yeah, it's like YouTube is like a G-Wagon. Kind of just bored with them. And I was just thinking what could you make that would be you know who I think does it really, really good is Grown Man Record Night. Grown Man Record Night? Man, that's the funniest show. It's the best show. The whole talk show format and the guests sitting right there next to they're sitting right next to each other and there's an actual desk and there's also a co-host and they've got all the bits, chit chat. Nobody's doing what they're doing. People have said that about Tokyo Record Style. They said oh, you're not doing what a lot of other people are doing because they got the motorcycle and I got the city to play in, but kind of just. I keep finding interesting places to go visit. Whoa, this place is cool. Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, wow, this is cool. But how many times can you do that before it kind of stops? I don't know. Maybe you can just do it an infinite number of times. But is this it? I think this is it. Okubo 2. street is down. There's a lot of streets that could be down. This is Okubo, and it's kind of like a country inside Tokyo. It's like a different, it's a totally different world. There's Korean, there's Chinese, Indians, Mongolians. Where is this place? There's all these like funny shops that you like that are really interesting. There are these little grocery stores that you have no idea what's inside any of them. It's like international markets. I bought like 5 kilograms of cumin last time I was here, and I've used half of it. I think it might be down this one, maybe? No. Maybe this one. Greek yogurt. No. No, it's on the other side of the trains. I gotta remember where it is. I mean, I gotta remember for myself so I can find it again. This is Shin Okubo Station. Oops, what's that? Maybe this one. I feel like it could be, I feel like it's this one. Yeah, this is it. Yeah. This is definitely it. Yeah, man. Oh, that place is good. I'm gonna go back to the last one though. Yeah, this one. Oh my. El Puri? Samosa chat?